Hello, today my discussion in this video regarding the cookies in PHP. Cookies is very important concepts for web applications. With the help of these cookies informations, even you can track the user's behavior also. You can go for the some kind of the market analysis also. Okay, so many again the different things you can do with the help of the cookies. And this is common concept for almost all of the programming language, only the syntax will be the different. So cookies are generally, we can say this is a client side approach for persisting the state informations. So this information, whatever you are keeping in the cookies information, that information is always available in the client systems. They are name value pairs also, and data that are saved within a one or more text files. Whatever the cookies information is there, that will save inside as a text file, and that is managed by the browser, but that browser is the client browser only. And this pair, whatever you have again the pair, that again the both server request and the server response also within a HTTP header, this is there. And cookies were intended to be a long-term state mechanisms. So they provide the website authors with a mechanisms for persisting the user related informations, and that can be stored on the user's computer and be managed by the user's browser also. And cookies are not associated with the specific page. Generally cookies are not associated with the particular page only, but with the page domain. That page along with the what associated domain, that is the again the along with that one only we are keeping the information. Take example for the any web page. I am talking about the again the IRCTC website, any website. So irctc.co.in is the again the domain name, but along with that one you can see slash some page name is coming. So that page name you are not keeping the cookies is coming along with the domain name only. And then the one more thing is here, whatever the cookies information is there, so that information from the client browser and the server will exchange that cookies information. So no matter here again the what page the user request from the sites. So these are the points always you keep in your the cookies. Another point regarding the cookies, the browser manage the cookies. Client browser is only managing the cookies for the different domains also. Single browser, don't think only the one browser can manage the single domain cookies. No, cookies value is the managed by the multiple domains by the single browser only. So one domain cookies are not transferred to the different domain also. One domain, whatever you have a cookies value, you cannot transfer to the another domain also. And while cookies can be used for any state related purpose, they are used as a way of maintaining the particular time also in a web applications. So one typical use of the cookies in a website is to remember that visitors. You can remember that visitors when that visitors already visited my websites, last visited when they did. So all of these things you can track with the help of the cookies, because here cookies is again the you can say the typical way we are keeping the again the information regarding the timing also. And whenever the while the cookie information is stored and retrieved by the browser, the information in the cookie travel with the HTTP header. Whenever you are just storing the information in the cookie by the server by retrieving the browser, then all of the information in the cookie that is again the coming along with the HTTP header also. And site that use the cookies should not depend on their availability for the critical features. One more things we have to keep, always you cannot reliable on the cookies value only. Okay, and user can delete the cookies. Okay, and might be they will change also. So that's why I'm telling all of the information we cannot think from the cookies only we can manage, because the user have a right to delete also, and they have a right to again the tamper with that value. Once you can see the scenario for the how this cookies is working for the web, so this diagram will give again the lot of the idea for you. Take example here, one site name is again the somesite.com is there one of the domain. Okay, so that somesite.com site.com, in the first step they are setting the cookie value as a part of the response. You coming to the second point. Okay, then HTTP response contain the cookies in the header. Then going to the again the fourth part, where browser. So browser, what they will do, browser save the cookie value in the text file and associated with them in the domain name what, some site.com. So this is the fourth part. Then coming to the fifth part, user make another request to page in the domain some sites.com. So browser will again read cookie value from the text file for each subsequent request for the some site.com. Right. Then coming to the seventh next stage. So here cookie value travel in the every subsequent HTTP request for that domain. Then coming to the again the back to the server here. So server for the some site.com retrieve this cookie value from the request header and use step to customize the response. So next time whatever the response the server is giving, so based upon your again the previous value also might be helpful for the server. Okay, so this is the one of the scenario where the cookie is working in the web applications. There are the two kind of the cookies. One is called the session cookie, another is called the persistent cookie. So session cookie, there is no expiry word is there, and that it will be deleted at the end of the user browsing session. Once the session will be over, your again the session cookies value will be deleted. But another cookies type is called the persistent cookie. It have an expiry date specified, and that will be persist in the browser cookie file until the expiry date occurs. Okay, and after which that will be the deleted. So here you can say like this one, session cookie, nothing. Once you are opening the page, browsing the session, after that your session value will be deleted, cookie will be not there. Persistent cookie, what happen, you can fix the date and the timing. Up to that particular date and timing, your cookie value will be available in the client systems. If it is not deleted by the users, otherwise not tampered by the users. Okay, but what the limitation is there, the most important limitation of the cookies is that the browser may be configured to refuse them also. So sometime whenever you are fixing the date and timing, might be the browser setting is there, so that browser might be they will not consider your again the particular date and timing. That possibility is also there. So site that use cookies should not depend on their availability for the critical future. That's why I told every time you cannot, server cannot reliable, cannot trust again the all of the information to retrieve the by sending the response based upon their cookie value. So because the user can delete, they can tamper with the cookies value anytime for the any problem if they are facing. So but whenever you are writing the code for the cookie in the PHP, so you should know again the one function that is called the set cookie. You have to set the cookie value first of all. So see in this example, so we are setting set cookie. Actually there are the three parameters. So first one is called the expiry time. So you can put again the particular time here. What happened, current time plus 16 to 1624, in that millisecond only we can save the file. Then username and the value also. So set cookie, first name, then value, then expiry time we already set it. So here one important point we have to keep, cookie must be written before any other page output. Whatever the output if you are displaying in the page, before that one we have to write the cookies value. So best place, cookies always write at the beginning of the page only. Like a super global arrays again here, so we have a one function that is called the isSet$_cookie. So here we have to check cookie value is setted or not. So cookie value again, which value they set it. So that's why here is set cookie username. Okay, so here it is not there, so we are getting the message no valid cookie found. If it is there, then we can display the message $_cookie. That is again the from this one, like this is a super global array only, like a $_post, $_get is there na? Same way $_cookie, and then whatever the value you already set it, that we have to write here username. So in that way you can display this is the cookie username value. So you got this idea how to write the cookie and how to check the cookie and how to display the cookie value. These three things I discussed. But regarding this ones, whenever you are this one track authenticated users otherwise shopping cart, cookie is very very important. For the shopping cart is you can add the value in the cart also, one item you can add, another item you can add, that time the cookie is very very important. Okay, and one more things, whenever you want to check again that this user is authenticated or not for the particular conditions, so that time you can use the cookies things here. So these are the very very important these things, and almost all browsers now supported the HTTP only cookie, and this is a cookie that has the HTTP only flag set in the HTTP headers, and using the flag you can sum up the security risks with the cookies also. So this flag instructs the browser to not make the cookie available to the JavaScript. Okay, if that cookie value is available in the JavaScript, then again the security problem is there. So that's why the most of the flag value you can instruct to the browser not to make the cookie available to the JavaScript. And PHP, you can set the cookies HTTP only property to true when the setting the cookie. So by default you see set cookie name, value, expiry, then null, and last value is called the true. These are the, again all of the parameters we can pass with the help of the set cookie. Next thing is again that is called serializations. This is the process of taking a complicated object and reducing it down to the zero once for either storage or transmissions. Clear? So in PHP, object can easily be reduced down to a binary string using the serialize functions, and the string can be reconstituted back into an object using the unserialized methods. Clear? So with the help of the serialize, you can easily reduce down to binary string, and for the reconstituted back with the help of the unserialized method. And serialization is a process of taking a complicated object and reducing it down to the zero once for either storage or transmissions. This is one of the very simple example how the artist class must be modified to the implement the serialization interface by adding the implement keywords to the class definition and adding the implementation for the two method. This is a very small example regarding the serialization. Whenever we are talking about the application of the serializations, so each request from the user required object to be reconstituted. So using the serialization to store and retrieve objects can be a rapid way to maintain a state between the request, and at the end of the request you store the state in a serialized form, and then the next request would begin by the deserialization it to the re-establish the previous states. So this is the, again the one way you can say this is the application of the serializations. In this video you got the idea about the cookies and the serializations. Next video again I'll discuss the next part as per your syllabus. Thanks for your patience.